Hi, Pam.
Hi,
Hi,
Ramona.
Pam.
Welcome to the Uncut.
Oh, thank you. Oh, such a
So
lovely
lovely to
pleasure
have
to
you.
meet you.
You too. I love your outfit. I love your shirt.
Well, I thought I'd make an effort.
I think you know a lot about fashion. Faye over here told me about your fashion show, about your line, that you're stylist.
Yes.
First of all, let's start with a little bit about you and what you're doing.
Right.
And let's start with fashion.
Absolutely, thank you. Well, my name's Pam and I'm a fashionista. I have 2 daughters and I have 2 grandchildren, and I am really, really proud to be the owner of my own business, which is Fashion Candy Style. Now, under that wonderful umbrella, it literally encompasses everything that I love. So let's take it from the beginning. On the umbrella, I'm actually a model. I've been a model from the age of about 18 years old. So I've continued to do that all the way through. So that's just one of my things I do. I'm a freelance model. So I get involved with ITV, not sure if you say, but I'm involved with TV. I do lots and lots of projects. I do lots of stock images. I do beauty products. I've worked with some of the really, really fabulous names, all within my modeling career. Under the Fashion Candy umbrella, I'm also a personal stylist. Now, being a personal stylist is probably one of the joys of my life, because what it does, it actually enhances everybody that I actually meet. There are so many people out there of all different shapes, sizes, lifestyles, who really sometimes just get stuck in a rut. So I come in as that third person. I get to know them. I ask them, what kind of thing you're actually looking for? Because some people might just got stuck in a rut, and their wardrobes. I mean, wardrobes are just the most horrendous things. Some people just don't know what to do. And
Pam, is it correct that you said that I have the most organised wardrobe that you've seen?
You have.
Hold on, that's not fair. Pam has not been to me yet.
I haven't got to you yet, Ramona, but believe me, I have not seen an organised wardrobe as Faye's. I normally have to go, I call it a wardrobe cleanse. I go into people's houses and I literally have to open the wardrobe, and it's absolute shambles. Faye, honestly, she's got the most organised wardrobe ever.
I think you can tell that from Faye. Like when you look at her, you're like, yeah, she keeps herself tight. Like everything is in order.
Totally. And I think that's the loveliest thing. So I didn't really have to do too much with Faye, but me as my job, I normally have to sort people's wardrobes out and say, look, let's go shopping, let's fill your wardrobe, get you some really great wardrobe staples, etc., etc. Other than that, I host shows, so I do event management. So it's all the way from production, direction, choreography, team building, everything. So I have a great bank of models that I use for a lot of my projects. So I get commissioned to do quite a few things like that. They could be wedding shows, they could be fashion shows, they could be branded shoots, they could be anything. So I come in, I go as myself, and I get a really small team beside me, and then they come along and help me. It could be another stylist, or I mean, funnily enough, the thing about the event side of it is that it encompasses everything that I love. So I love music, I love talking, as we all do. I love being in control. And I think that really kind of comes out in the work that I do. So I do event management, and I really thoroughly enjoy that. We'll come back to the sort of show that I'm coming up to, but obviously I do a big annual show every year. And I'm now going to do this year my 11th year. So you can imagine how proud I am to even get to the 10th milestone. Absolutely. Aside of that, under that umbrella, I'm also a mentor. So I talk to some of the people, students in schools and things like that. They call me in. We've got a few colleges here. They call me in, and it might be people who want to get into my industry that I'm in. So I give them a few pointers, some inspiration, and just figure out where they want to go with it. So I really thoroughly enjoy that. I mean, other than that, I think that takes up quite a bit of my time. But every little bit of that is something that I absolutely love. So to me, it's not really a job. I'm just doing the job that I really love.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
I've always had that passion. I've always been a model. And I think that all stems from me as a ballroom dancer. when I was a ballet dancer. You know, growing up in a house with 4 brothers, you know, and kind of like we all had to get on and do what we had to do. I found my niche, and my niche was sequins, glitter, music, all of those things, poise and elegance, and that's exactly what me and my business does today. Absolutely.
Can I just say, Ramona, because Pam forgot one major thing in her life: sports.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go, look.
Sorry,
right.
babe.
And Pam was even elegant at playing basketball, may I say.
Absolutely. So if you could see me going to take a drop shot, honestly, I will do it with the best grace and ease.
Yeah.
Faye, did you know I used to play basketball too?
Did you?
There you go. Look.
I used to play centre for like 5 years.
We've got a 3v3
but
team
it's not
here.
a profession for me. It was more fun. I think you both would kick my ass, but I'm just saying I enjoyed it. It was a nice hobby. So Pam, back to you. I mean, you're well-rounded, respectful. You're like a business woman with everything around her working for herself. I want to go back to modeling. So I understand you modeled for, well, let's say on ITV, but for
obviously
This Morning.
Good Morning. I've been with them for 7 years now, as one of the regular models. So they have a bank of models which they use very regularly. I'm really happy that I'm one of those. Like I said, I've been doing it for 7 years. I stumbled into it, Ramona. It was one of those where I was just... How
do you stumble into ITV?
I literally was at home, and I can remember that there was an advert came on, and it just said, "We're looking for real models." And I thought, okay, do you know what? I'm going to do it. And I sent an email in. Literally within half an hour, the team came back and said, "Oh, can you send us some pictures?" And I did. And Ramona, the rest is history. The first time I was on, I was with one of my absolute style heroes, who I kind of took for my inspiration, which is Gokwan. He was the actual presenter on my first show. If there was any time that I didn't know what to say when I met anybody, it was that time. When he walked into the green room and said, and you know, somebody you've admired for so long, and you're actually on a live TV show and you're actually with your style hero, was something quite surreal. Let's fast forward for 7 years. I've been involved in the production of, because they used to take TM Live to Birmingham, NEC, and they select a few models. I was one of those models. So I spent a week with both of them teams on 2 years. I get called into This Morning, I would probably say once every 4 weeks, or then
quite often, isn't it?
Well, it's really quite often. Sometimes it's 2 weeks, then you'll get a call again, but you don't know when it's going to happen. It all's to go with the theme, what's happening. But I think because I'm quite a experienced model, it's easy for them to use me and to just come in. As most people say, you can put a bin bag on, Pam, you can wear it.
Yeah. So when you said he, do you mean Philip Schofield?
Yes.
Okay. So were you really close together? I'm assuming, because you looked up to him, you said.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I first started, it was all Phil and Holly. And they're my absolute heroes, you know. Everything was Phil and Holly. So you're going to be on This Morning with Gokwan and Phil and Holly. You know, the world was like, wow. So I went on. I've spent all those years at the studio with them. There's been other presenters, of course there have, but the main CrossFit has been Phil and Holly. And as models, when you're in studios are very small. They look all great on TV, but when you're in a studio, it's quite compact. So you will get to see the presenters, you get to see everybody who's in the green room, etc., etc. And they were always very polite. You know, they're always very polite to us as models. We're always very polite to them. I mean, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. What you do know is you treat people as you find. And I treat people how they did to me. And that's exactly how they were. And
were you upset when they parted?
Yeah, of course we did. I think, yes, I was. Yeah, I was really upset because he was This Morning, you know, and the atmosphere changed down there. You know, you knew that it changed because you knew it was also very different. I was only back at This Morning once when Holly came back, and that was 2 days before she actually left. So I'd actually on the show with her and Josie 3 days before she actually left. But I think the whole atmosphere in the place changed. We had COVID, remember, as well. So that took a lot of people out of the studio. We've done it live from home. But once you got back into the studio, you could see it had changed because they're not far from you. You know, their dressing room is just outside the green room. So, and I think the team as well, that they were kind of quite upset because obviously they're quite close-knit down there. For me, personally, it wasn't the same. But you know that it happened, and you just have to kind of get on with it. But with Holly, I think it was coming. You know, it was almost one of them when you could see it was kind of coming that she was going to go. And then when you heard it, that was it. It was gone.
It's a shame, isn't it? Like, you have this great momentum on TV, on set. You know, when you are on set, everybody kind of becomes like family, the producers, the runners, you know, welfare. And then suddenly, for one person who's been doing it for years, suddenly disappears, it brings a huge hole. And then everybody starts falling into that hole. And you think, well, there you go. Like, the momentum's gone.
Absolutely. Just like that, in a flash, all of a sudden it changes. But, you know, it goes on, doesn't it? It still goes on. Absolutely. We still go back. We still go there. We still do our modelling section. That's never going to change, is it? Obviously, it's, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
Let's talk about something more light.
Suffolk Fashion Week.
Let's go back to your fashion. So you've talked about kind of how you cleanse the wardrobes and you do your modeling. Let's talk about your show. There's a show that I understand is coming up. We're not long away from it, isn't it?
We're there next week, Ramona.
Next week. Tell me about it.
Oh my goodness! I delved into this and I launched it 11 years ago. And it's an annual show in autumn winter. It's literally, I put together a show which supports independence, because that's really what I try to champion. If you don't use them, you're going to lose them. And as far as I'm concerned, if I'm going to put something on, I need to make sure that my audience can see those hidden gems in and around where I live. So it's labelled Suffolk Fashion Show. We are celebrating our 11th year this year. Every year I will support a charity for that event. That's through the raffle. And we've raised quite a bit of money over the years. They're all different charities, children's charities, disabled charities. So I tend to choose different charities all the time. It's an evening of fun, fashion, pop-up shops, tapas, welcome drinks, networking, and two-part fashion showcase, which I host. I use the lovely models that I have worked with over the past years. They come back. For this year, I've taken away the less grandeur which I had in year 10, and I've just gone like that with it. And I've literally just squeezed it down. I think I had to take into consideration the state of the economy as to where we're living, because I have to have sponsors for these events. I have to have sponsors to be able to make the events viable. And without the sponsors, I can't put the show on. So I had to just make sure I had to saturate it a bit. But it's actually proving quite good. I've moved it to a different venue, which I used to have it, which is a lot grander. I've taken it to something a lot smaller. I've given the customers a little bit more, which has given them the pop-up shops. And so having to go to the sponsors now, not having to ask them for too much, which is probably is made the event so much more enjoyable as well, to actually organise. So it happens next week, which is Thursday, the 26th of October. It's actually in half-term week. So I tried to kind of think maybe my audience could, because you can come as groups of women, you can come mixed, groups of women, probably they're quite happy to. It finishes about 10 o'clock. So if there are groups of women as an audience, they haven't got to rush back to go and take the kids to school the next day. So I specifically chose half-term week for that reason. So far it's been fully supported. The tickets are going really, really well. I'm quite happy. I mean, it's only today that I've managed to sort the models out. And that's the kind of thing what productions do.
Pam, why are we modelling?
Honestly, it's just...
We would be great. We don't even want any money. We just want to do it.
Just get on that catwalk, please. That's all I need you to do. But no, it's all online. It's all on socials under Suffolk Fashion Show. I would encourage, if anybody would like to come to it, tickets are on sale. They're all for Eventbrite, but it's proving to be a great event. Everyone's looking forward to it. But I'm at that producer direction stage where, as you well know, all these little things keep coming in and you just have to keep calm, don't you? Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen now. I've been fully supported by everybody. That's what really brings it home to me sometimes, Ramona, is the support that I get from my network of people. Without any of that, I wouldn't be able to do any of it.
Which charity are you supporting?
So this charity this year is for Zest, which is part of St. Elizabeth Hospice.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
wow.
So it's a really good, really great charity. It's a local charity. They also have sort of recycled clothes, and I'm putting them onto they're pre-loved onto the catwalk as well, and they're going to come and do a little presentation with a video. And the supporters have been really supportive by giving me the raffle prizes. Lots of the businesses are all offering really great raffle prizes. That's what raises the money. They're so generous. They really are quite generous. Because they're getting value for money, to be fair. Good show.
I can give it. I could help you with that. I mean, I could give away 1,000 euros in because I own clubs and bars in Germany.
I heard from that.
I mean, I would love to. I don't know, because people can travel with it. We can make it valid for a year, and then.
Well, what would it be though? You'd give away. What did you say?
So you would get a VIP treatment. So you would get your entrance, a VIP table. Your guests will go in free, and you get bottles, fire show, and bottles of. Alcohol. Like, we charge around 1,500 for this year, but we can do like a voucher for that for your event, and you can
so they just have to get themselves a flight over.
They have to get to Germany, and once they're here and they come to the venue, everything's on the house. And it's VIP treatment.
Wow.
And that's for 2 people, is it?
No, that's the package is up to 8 people.
Wow.
Because it's a value up to 1,500 euros. How much do you think people can drink? So it's a huge. It's 8 to 12 people. It's a lot of alcohol.
You're right. I just remembered that, Ramona. You're right. How much are people going to drink? Yeah, you're right.
So you're saying. So let me listen. So let me get this right. So you're saying there'd be a voucher for 8 to 10 people. They come and have a lovely time. They book their holiday or a weekend, long weekend.
They submit this to us, and then we would cash that in as that so I will validate it for the year. Normally it's only valid here in Germany for the 30 days that they receive this, but we'll do 1 year, and then so they have 365 days time to do a quick trip to Germany and then cash this in with Undecided. I can do that.
Lovely,
Ramona.
I will do that.
Pam and I, we better hope. Pam, you and I,
right? I think
win the raffle.
Let us go, Faye. Let's just get the girls together.
Faye and you, if you're coming, you're going to be taken care of anyway. Faye knows this. That's Germany is my hub. But let's do that. I will make sure I'll send you across, because I know you're wrapping up, so I'll send you the voucher and everything across tomorrow, and then you can add that in and promote it. And then we can also we can create a poster for you as well and promote it on our pages so people can all see that.
Wow, Ramona, that is absolutely fantastic.
You're very welcome.
Honestly.
If anything for charity, anything for women in business, ask Faye, I'm all about it.
Yes, it's just, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I mean, just speaking to you, Ramona, you've inspired me anyway, just by how...
You've inspired me, I've been listening to you.
Your table will be waiting, Ramona. There.
I'll make sure. I mean, we should definitely. I mean, I'm really, because I'm with Faye through these few days, so we'll definitely phase 100% in. Then.
Yeah. I said to you, absolutely. I said to Pam, please leave it open for us, because obviously Ramona doesn't know if agent or someone on the night say, can you go and do something in London? So it's a you just don't know.
But let's just say 80-85% will be there. But it's just, I don't know about the National Social Media Awards, what they want the next day. I have no idea yet.
Ramona's sponsoring a part of it, you see.
Yeah, of course. I saw that. Faye's filled me in with everything. Because obviously we're going to maybe touch on Barry, because Barry, who you've maybe invited to the other to come onto this podcast, wasn't
it? Barry. Yeah.
So Barry Drew at Barlow, he's actually one of the event sponsors for my event, and
is he coming back for it though?
He's coming back for the event next week. He's got a table of 12, but he's also one of the event sponsors, the main ones under on consumer research. He's been super, super supportive, like you've just been supportive, Ramona, to offer a fantastic raffle prize. So the charity will, oh my gosh, it will be amazing for them. It really will.
Perfect. Wow. I will make sure I'll send that to you tomorrow. And I'm excited because we're a week away and I'm coming actually to London. I'm so excited to see you guys.
So where are you now, Ramona? You're in where? Germany at the moment, is that right?
Yeah, I'm in Bavaria. Yeah. I'm just near Munich and Nuremberg, and I have like 3 clubs here, and and some business in Abu Dhabi as well, because that's where I started my entrepreneurial journey at 21, and now I'm 34, and I run a tech company in the UAE, but over here I run gastronomy, so clubs.
Yeah. Yes, Ramona, you are lady boss.
She loves it.
I love that.
I know you do, Pam, and I think with you, Pam, with everything that you've done in the community, because you see, Suffolk is a community. It's a real community. We all know each other.
We do.
You know, and when you see people going out there trying to do the best they can in whatever fashion, we all support it.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. I've been around for quite some time. I've lived where I live all my life. So the network of people that I have supporting me, it puts me up into that category. And we've all earned it. You know, we've worked hard. We work for nothing. We've worked for something. And that, when you can do that and still come out like this, I'm going to just keep going for as long as I can. So, you know, that's how it is.
I showed Ramona the picture of you because you were my maid of honour. Ramona said
they looked after me when I got on that bus at school, when I was going to school, Faye, didn't I? I was very young and very naive, and Faye literally scooped me up and looked after me until up to this day. We are sitting here now. She has never ever left my side. She's been absolutely.
And it's not like we run together, really, do we?
No,
we don't even run together. She does her thing, I do my thing. But if I pick that phone up, I said that at the wedding. If I pick that phone up and say, Pam, I'll be there.
No, that's what it is. I know, Ramona. She's absolutely amazing. She really is.
Well, I'm glad to just listen to both of you.
I'm going to be introduced to you as well, so thank you.
I think that could be a nice thing, Pam, because we could all go over and visit.
Oh, without a doubt, Faye. Honestly, my passport is ready, Ramona. Okay? Ready.
Our passport is ready to get stamped.
Our passport is ready.
I don't know why people don't come to Germany a lot. It's literally an hour.
Well, actually, I'd love to come next year, Ramona, because the England team have just qualified for the Euro. So
you should come for Christmas, Faye. It's Christmas. December. You're gonna be obsessed of the Christmas.
I'll definitely do a weekend. I said I'll try and I don't know if I can get a weekend in before Christmas, but I'll definitely
try.
We'll see.
Next year, Euros, Ramona. Euro 24 football. Just get that in your head.
I know. I'm showing it over here.
Oh, you'll have it on in your bars, will you?
Yeah, during the day. No. Remember, I'm open 7 days a week. It's a bar in the day, a club in the night.
Yeah, wow. Oh my God.
You can literally play darts, play pool, play game automats. You can have fun, and then everything switches over, lights change, and it turns into a club.
Wow. You're not messing about, are you, Ramona?
No, I need to fill every gap.
Come on, girl.
Every gap in the market.
Love it. Love it.
Back to Pam now. Another thing we wanted to cover. So Lisa Snowdon's name came up.
Yes, the Lisa. Love her. Absolutely.
What do you do with Lisa?
So with Lisa, I work with her on This Morning. So I do stuff with her on This Morning, and I have probably got her as a girlfriend now.
Girlfriend? Did she leave you, George Clooney?
She did. She honestly, she saw me and she's like, "Bye, George."
I couldn't believe she dated him. I'm like,
I know. She is the sweetest, loveliest lady.
She's so beautiful.
She is absolutely beautiful. I was on This Morning with her a couple of weeks ago. She was the presenter there. But we have built up such a great friendship because we're very similar in age. We're very similar in what we like and what we do. And once you start to go on This Morning, you start to see all the presenters going round and round. And they always seem to put me with Lisa. If it isn't Lisa, it's Trini. Or if it's not Trini, it's somebody else and somebody else. But it's mostly Lisa. Obviously, you spend all that time with them that you're literally going to get friends with them. So yeah, I've learned a lot from her as well. I've just bought her book, which is Menopause, Love and Life, I think it is. I got it personally signed because I was there this morning. She signed it for me personally. But yeah, Lisa Snowden is one of my total inspirations as well. She's a good girl, really lovely girl.
After everything you've done in your career, your personal home, you have children, you've done it all, mate. You're running the show at home and at work. What is your proudest moment to date?
Wow, I think my proudest moment was, and this is really going to sound really silly, but my proudest moment, I think, was when I was at This Morning. It all comes back to TV, and I actually met Tom Jones. I know it's not. Yes,
I remember you saying that.
No, Ramona.
No, I remember you saying it.
Oh my goodness me! It may be not a proud moment, but it is a proud moment because you never would have thought you'd meet somebody like that. This is when This Morning was at the South Bank. So you're going back when he was doing The Voice with will.i.am. He was coming to do an interview because it was coming up to the finals. He was in the studio. I walked out. There he was. He was in his dressing gown with his little minder. And I thought, there was all the models standing behind me. I don't really worry about photos with them. I'm just worried about myself. So I walked up and I said, may I have a photo? He said, oh, because he was in his dressing gown. He said, after. And then I went on to do my bit on the segment. As I came out, I came out. He waited for me. He waited for me at the end of the corridor. We went round the corner and I got my money shot. And he was absolutely delightful. I have it in my office. It's blown up. I literally blown up in my office. I have pictures of all these wonderful people all blown up in my office. I'm not allowed to put it at home, unfortunately. Not quite. I wanted to, but Dave said, no, you better take it to the office, Pam. But it was such a lovely, lovely moment. And I know it made me proud to think of how I got to be there, to be able to meet him. So I was really proud of myself as well.
We were brought up with him, weren't we?
Absolutely.
He was a household name when we were youngsters, your mum and dad's.
Yeah, Annie Lennox. I met Annie Lennox as well. I mean, the people I've met through This Morning has been something else. And they've all been personable enough for me to be able to say to them, may I have a picture? You've got to know how to deliver it and how to act. And I have got some money shot photos. So they really are my proudest moment. Being on stage, we've got one at the NEC in Birmingham when I'm swishing around at TM Live. Wow, I still can't get over it.
I can't believe your husband said not in the house.
well, he didn't quite. Well, he did.
I was like, babe, I'm taking
Do you
this
know what?
and I'm turning it into my personalized portfolio. Don't walk into it. Yeah, but
I literally had it in 3 pictures. There was Phil and Holly, me and Annie, and then there was me, Gok, and then there was it all in this thing. And I was going to put it on my up the stairs as you go up the stairs. And my husband said, well, yeah, but do you know what? I thought, I can't really. But there's no wedding pictures of us anywhere at the moment. How can I print that up there?
I love it.
He understands my obsession with him, and he can see why.
Well, Pam, look, we're getting close to time. I want to ask you if there's anything else you want the audience to know. I think it's very important for people to know where your event is, where they can find the link to get a ticket. Sure. And so they can meet you in person. And anything at the end that you want to tell everybody, this is the time. Yeah.
So I'm going to just sign it off by saying my event is Thursday the 26th of October. It's at Venue 16 in Suffolk. The links you can find on all the social media handles, which is Suffolk Fashion Show, Fashion Candy Style, and mine, which is Pammy Styles. Follow me on the socials. You'll get all the links on there for all the tickets and everything. Like I say, it's next week, but tickets are still on sale. And I mean, if anybody wants me for anything, to work with them, put myself out there. I'm really, really happy to just collaborate with people. I love collaborations, whether it's as a model, whether it's as an event, whether it's for beauty, makeup. I work with Trini. I'm one of Trini's models, so I love the beauty side of it as well. So if there's anything out there anybody would like to get involved with, please, 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 but follow all the socials, as I said, for my event coming up, and thoroughly support.
Love it. Pam, it's been a pleasure to meet you via online, and I'm look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes.
Like I promised you, I will send you over the voucher tomorrow. Let me know what else you need me to do with that. And
I can't wait to see you. Thank you for the opportunity, Ramona. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And thank you for coming on, Pam. Thank you.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. I feel privileged that I've been asked. Come on to Uncut. We're all lady bosses. Let's do it.
Love it. Thank you so much, Pam. Bye.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.